Our mission here at Crown of Life Lutheran Church and School is to become a growing spiritual family who share Christ in a genuine, caring way through words and actions. Hello, I'm John Wenker, President of the congregation, here today to give you a quick update, about a 2-minute update, on our strategic initiatives that are ongoing, and a financial update, and then just kind of a good and welfare, if you will. First of all, strategic initiatives. We've got 2 that we're working on. The revamp of our Egan area ministry, that is primarily in the hands of the properties committee right now. We've identified physical improvements to get done, to complete, accomplish. Those include lighting, carpeting, paint, and replacing the current pews with more flexible seating. We're also considering a way to live stream into the fellowship room to take care of overflow capacity, but that's kind of on the bubble right now. Okay, and again, the properties committee is working on this. Their responsibility is to complete a definitive scope of work for these different improvements, and a timeline, and most importantly, I guess, a budget that the council can then consider and figure out how to finance. The other strategic initiative we're working on revolves around the West St. Paul campus. Generally, I think the initiative was called West St. Paul Culture Revamp, something in that nature. If any of you, as I'm sure all of you at one point or another, are at our Sunday morning worship services, and you know that there's it's a beehive of activity before, after, and in between the 2 services, but we want to make sure that we're providing a welcoming environment for those that are maybe guests or individuals that are coming in and may not be involved with choir or the Bible studies or whatever other activities are going on, the general mayhem, and want to make sure they're not falling through the cracks and feel like they're welcome. Lucas Boehm, head of our evangelism committee, has constructed a committee to work on that. They've met a couple of times. I'm sure there'll be more to come by the next time we have one of these updates. Okay, on to financial update. We are, as of the end of February, we're 8 months through our fiscal year. At the beginning of our fiscal year, way back at the end of June, beginning of July last year, 2020, we passed a budget. The congregation passed a budget that included an approximate $50,000 deficit. So we anticipated that revenue would be under expenses by about $50,000. I'm very happy to report, very thankful to report that, again, 8 months through our fiscal year, we're modestly ahead of on revenues. That has put us ahead, kind of flat, a little bit ahead of our budget, even including that deficit piece of it. So things are going great from a financial standpoint. We've been able to keep current on our support for the Synod and St. Croix, which I'm also very thankful for. And we still got a lot of wood to chop, a few months left, and there's some challenges in front of us. But we'll figure out how to face them, I'm confident. The congregation has been tremendous in its support of our financial program and obligations. Well, that's it. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. So in closing, I just would like to shout out the last year has been really challenging, as we all know, not being able to meet fully in person. There's been a ton of work done by our called workers, our pastors and teachers, our non-called workers, and certainly the army of volunteers. I'm very appreciative of the efforts of the council to meet during these relatively trying times. And you know what? We're meeting those challenges head on, and with the help of our good Lord, giving us all a generous nature and willing spirits to provide the work that needs to be done, we're going to get there. So that's it. If you have questions, maybe shoot an email to Nancy Monson in the church office, and I or whoever appropriate will respond. Thank you very much for your time, and God bless your day.